technology screens. We are working on doing our final test wrap up on the black quasar. So this is a new technology we're working on. It's kind of a colored black technology. We call it colored black technology, as we call it. And it is fully called, the collection line is called the FLE-G, which is a new version game we're working on. This is Infinity 1 because it has an ultra black level, and this is the colored quasar. Now, the one we're testing today is going to be our royal magenta black. This is our black royal magenta. So this is actually a beautiful technology. We're using our ultra short through projector. I'm using my NEC UM361X. This is an WXGA projector. I think WXGA or XGA projector. I have to look that up. And this projector is at around 3,600 lumens. So to show you, even at 3,600 lumens, our technology can generate a much higher white level than black paint or black fabric. So let's begin the test. Let's start off first with 4K Snow Screensaver. We have to run these tests for all our products. And this is why I explained to you that before you go buy your screen paint, make sure it's properly tested, because the last thing you want to deal with at the end of the day is having a product that is going to match something in your home. It can match a great shirt, it can match great paint, it can match anything. You get a black paint in there, it can match black paint, black fabric, black tablecloths, anything, even your t-shirt. So you have to make sure that before you buy a product from anyone, make sure these tests are there, because again, you don't want to get ripped off. Now, we've done these tests on long throw. Now we have to do them again on ultra short throw. This is why I say that when I look for tests on other people's channels, we should at least see a lot of tests there, but we don't. We don't see anything at all. And it's because they're quick products, something that they just basically just mix something together, stick it in a dark environment, talk a bunch of mumbo jumbo on camera, and then say it works, when it really doesn't. And this is why we have the cancellations, people, because they can't back it up. All right, let's pick up some more snow levels. Let's go over and get the wolf. Yeah, got to move on. Got to go through a little bit of this. I know this one has a lot of them on there. Hey, just put that one back on after they just took that one right off. Oh, I miss a freaking good Dunkin' Donuts commercial or anything. Besides this mess. Yeah, keep going. Sorry, people. We need this demonstration, but unfortunately, we have to go through nonsense to get to it. That's how much time this stuff wastes. Sheesh. I'm not going through this next time. I'm definitely going to be paying for the YouTube commercial free. Yeah, I can't deal with that mess anymore. All right, so we got the snow wolf rising up. When we do these demonstrations, we like to show a lot of white levels, which you should be able to do. When you're doing a gray versus gray, they have to do contrast levels in color. On our end, because we have black technology, we have to do white levels in color. There's no point in us doing contrast demonstrations because, again, as I said before, our screens are black. Now, for those people who missed this one and for some reason went over top their heads, you're not supposed to do a black screen versus your gray product. It doesn't work that way. Gray versus gray. That's what you have to do. Black fabrics, gray fabrics, gray paints, stuff like that. That's what you do. Somebody basically on YouTube tried to cheat that one and use a black surface, but we're going to help them out with that problem. We're going to ship them up some gray paints to help them out complete the test correctly. And we thank you for doing those tests. Because I've already seen a P2 projector, 4K tri-laser on a network grade 773 blend right into a screen. That doesn't tell me at the end of the day that I'm a very happy camper, because this projector costs 60 bucks and there's no way in the world this paint's going to be the blend we have here. This the Bear Dynasty black paint is going to blend into my screen or that t-shirt. There's no yellowish tone there. There's no off-white level. No, it just doesn't match, period. When you hear people using those lines, yellowish tone, off-white, and you're looking at it like, wait a minute, what are you seeing? Because I'm not seeing that. Yeah, their screen's blending. Oh, let's get this one right here. Now, this demonstration here, we've got the black versus black demonstrations test done. We need one on ultra short throw. We need another one done on 1,000 lumens because we have to repeat it again on 1,000 lumens. We are going to be posting those directly to the website. You can go to our website's marketplace and check out all our test demonstrations. There's also a challenge on all those tests for other screens to be to complete the same test that we have done and post them directly to the website. That's why we have a batch number verification technology, because again, test, because the same thing you see here, same thing people will see when they walk in here, the same thing we do when we basically, before we ship out your product, we do a batch number verification, which guarantees that your product is not going to have any complicated issues with a product that have not done these tests yet. So you have to make sure your product is guaranteed to work. Keep in mind, just because you have an ultra short throw projector, like I said, some people say I might use black paint, I'll get the same results. No, you won't get the same results as my product. We can use black fabric, we'll get the same results. No, that's not going to work either. Same black t-shirt I'm actually wearing right now. Isn't that impressive? Yep, God's technology is no joke. TLC 4K demonstration. Let's get some nice bright colors in there. So mind you, my projector is 6,000 lumens higher than a P2. These are 36. And at 3,600 lumens, right on top of the screen, it can't get these surfaces to read white light. I've had people thought that you can go up and get higher lumen projectors to probably bring out white light. It doesn't work. We know we've had 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 lumen venue projectors. It can't read it. These were not designed to be screen paints. It's a shirt and it's black paint. Our technology is different. That's what makes the black versus black amazing. You have to be to prove that your product can produce that better level, but also on top of that, it doesn't match anything whatsoever. And this is where the investors come in. This is where you pick up much more customers than you've ever had due to the fact that you can prove this theory. Because it's going to come up. This conversation comes up a lot. And for those people who have not done these tests yet, and you feel that no one's going to ask these questions, they are. And they see us doing these demonstrations, now they're going to ask you even more, because now they're going to be aware that, oh, these tests happen? They have a test like that? Really? Okay, they're going to be looking for other people to do the same tests we do. And this is where we come into individuals who like to say, oh, the tests are fake, and that's why we give you match or betters. Because if the tests are fake, that means you can do them, right? All right, then there you go. $4K Snow screensaver. You know, you think because our screens are black that they can't generate in full lit environments? It's FLE technology G. Yeah, we can pick up. Easy. In commercial environment lighting. Easy. And still generate a high enough white level to be able to surpass the surface with no problem. I can't wait to drop this at 1,000. This is going to be fun. Getting excited about that. I'm picking up my lamp. Yesterday I just got kind of really busy and forgot to pick it up. Oh, lights out? Let's show you lights out. Boom. So even with the lights out, you still can't get the black surface, the house paint, and the t-shirt to read at 3,600 lumens on an ultra short that's sitting right on top of the screen. Only our technology has heightened our capabilities. Now, when I do the color levels, I like to do with a white sheet of paper there too, because that makes it fun. Gotta keep it fun. I get bored on camera pretty quick. So I have to keep myself entertained. Let's put you right there. I have to keep myself entertained. There we go. That makes me happy. Boy, I swear. I think they better be lucky I don't live next to you guys. I walk in here and say, what? This is what you're doing at the end of the day? Really? Where's your test at? Man, I test the daylights out of y'all stuff, man. Like, yeah, I came back with these results. Your stuff didn't do too good. So color changer. Color changer. This is another test you have to, this is very important that this test be done. This will show that your product pulls up a proper color balance. This is why we don't have to calibrate our machines, because it's not required, because our screens can pick up a true color balance. That means that if you look in this demonstration, we're picking up a much better color level than white, of course, and the gray wall behind it, and the black surface, which means you have to have white lights in your screen to be able to read white levels in order to pick up those beautiful, beautiful colors without becoming so dark it's unwatchable. And you have to be able to pick up a proper 100% Infinity 1 contrast level in order to pick up the color which the white screen can't read. This is one of the tests you have to do. So everything you just saw me do here, customers, this is what you should be expecting from other screen paints. And for those who make screen paints, this is what you should have done. Now, we should have the last test that we need to have finished is repeat the process all over again. And then we're going to get ready to set up our specification sheet. We can't put a specification sheet in until we get done the test because we need to know what to write in the specification sheets. Even though I said our technology is designed to be ultra short, though, we still have to show this. Now, if you notice, when we did this demonstration on ultra short, though, we didn't come in here, take an ultra short, though, stick it in a dark environment, go look at colors, kind of blah, 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 blah. We didn't do that. We came here and showed you a thorough demonstration. We showed you the difference between a white surface and the wall versus our screen paint product. We showed you a black t-shirt, black paint versus our products. We showed you black t-shirt, black paint, and a white surface on color levels. This is what you're supposed to be able to see. Now you see why we get the cancellations, because we get their product over here, they have to go through the same thing our screens have to go through, and they don't want this because their products don't work correctly. All right, let's get our lights out. Oh, lights on. Okay. I forgot we got to do fully and lit environment too. We got to be in here with this too. Oh, let me show you my meters too. Hold on. Let's grab the meter. Meter, pumpkin eater had a wife and couldn't keep her. Ugh. Where are you? Here. And when you start making those sounds, you know you're getting old. You start making the ugh. All right, let's get this out of here. Our meters don't read in here because of the commercial lighting. That's why they can't pick up in here. So we're in commercial lighting. So when we got people who basically are showing off numbers like this, that doesn't mean jack to me because we don't read. These meters don't function in here. This thing is useless in this environment. Where it will pick up in your environment and show your reading, we can't even get that. So they're useless. Can't even use it. And that shows you. I see people saying, well, these are my readings. Huh, lucky you, because guess what? Ours won't read in here. They don't even pick up. The meters can't register in here because there's so much light, the meters cancel out. That's what we call our max out zone. So we can register in here with no problem. Any place else is just easy. Yeah, there's our color levels right there showing you. And the max out zone. You can call this now the office max out zone. Let me do some reading here. That's why I said I got people showing me readings and somebody, look, this is what I got. Big deal. You can't even pick up in our environment. Do 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 do. You might want to watch with the vase. 4K snow screensaver. Oh, yeah, we're Bluetooth over here. Oh, yeah, we're Bluetooth over here. All right, let's put my Bluetooth back on because, yeah, my connection, like I said, for my cell phone is weird over here. Everything else will be running. Connection for cell phone, doop, they cut off. So I don't know what goes on. So maybe I have to put a booster in here. I don't know, but I'm going to have to start Bluetooth and everything back and forth. All right, let me see what else we got on here. Color black on black demonstration. Let me see. Skyward food demonstration. Like, how are we get to that one? Like, literally, set me over here. What are we doing? Now, if you notice that, let me go back to this, right? See that black? See how it's matching my mats and everything? Everything comes in black. There's nothing gray popping up. That's one of the things I saw in the demonstration. How do you continue to try to sell a product when it clearly came up gray in 2 different demonstrations and still try to call it a black screen? I don't get it, people. I really don't. But look, for the consumers at the end of the day, you base our tests off other people's products. And for people who get mad at the end of the day by saying, well, why should you? Because we're the only ones who do these tests. You don't at all. And that's why you don't like it when a consumer comes to your page and says, hey, look, Mr. Bird did this and Mr. Bird did that and blah, 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 and blah, blah, that. And the first thing you say out of your mouth is, well, that's just a fake demonstration. That's all fake. Well, it's funny you would say fake because dark environments and basically depending on ultra short the projectors for all your demonstrations is a fake demonstration. We don't have to depend on this machine. I got this one right here and that one right there, and these are long throws. I don't have to depend on ultra short throws to try to keep my screen intact because it's sitting on top of the screen. So if that's the case, we got plenty of match or better demonstrations out there. As a matter of fact, I'm going to post on one hit on the Crystal Ridge site all the match and better challenges that we literally put out there, some even dating back to 2019 that have never been done. They have never been challenged. And rising. We got more to go. We got a match and better, ultra short though, match and better challenge coming up. When I finish this, you'll be doing a demonstration, fully lit environment. Your projector price has to be at the range of under 70 bucks because we're in here at $60, so it's only fair. And you're going to be in a max out zone, which means your meter can't read in here. That proves that you have to have tons of light. You know how much light it takes to cancel a meter? A lot of light. And you're going to show a 100% infinity black level. Well, we, on the other hand, show white levels. I just did that a few minutes ago, didn't I? I did. There we go. So you'll have to do it. Now, if that bothers you, then that gets your goat that eats your lunch at the end of the day, then you shouldn't be selling screen paint products. And if what I've just said out of my mouth makes you angry, of what I just said, you should not be making products. You're so worried about me at the end of the day. How about your customers? Don't they deserve to have a better product? Don't they deserve to have a product that someone can actually stand behind instead of running in a different direction? So, with that being said, you have to test your products. If not, there are millions and millions of my kind. We sit in forum sites, we're on YouTube, we're everywhere. And if it draws and catches our attention, we'll test your stuff. And then what? You know, this is going to get you in a lot of trouble. I'm going to tell you why. If you've been selling a product before it was tested, this is consumer fraud. Your product has to be tested. You go to court on this, they're going to ask you, was your product tested before you sold it to the consumers? And if you can't pull up those tests showing that you did these tests at the end of the day, you're in a lot of trouble. Any company that goes to court on a product that pretty much they bring before a panel has to show data, tests, that the product was properly tested. This is how they're able to back their products up in court. If someone brings these charges against you, you're going to have to show serious documentation and videos showing your products were properly tested before you sold them to the consumer. If you can't back this up, you'll be in a lot of trouble. So if you notice, when I sit there and say in videos that we don't sell our products until they're tested, you're literally sitting here watching me test a product right on YouTube live stream for you to see. And then once all the tests are completed, we complete out the specification sheet. We drop links in there so you can see the actual videos we're doing here. And then we go from there of posting all our picture demonstrations that come from these tests. So that means the product was tested before it was sold to the consumer. And then we repeat the same test again, doing a batch number demonstration showing the product was perfectly fine before we ship it out. That's our guarantee. So how come y'all don't have one of these? Because your products were never tested. And if your products were never tested, you can't do a batch number. So you're selling products on YouTube or on your Facebook, whatever marketplace you're at, that are untested. Yeah, bad. Very bad. Shame, but bad. This is why when I go to a YouTube channel, when I pull up a paint, I'm like, okay, let's see where these tests are at. And there's nothing coming up. We're getting cars. We're getting freaking gaming systems. We're getting all kinds of stuff, and we're getting no tests. Deleted videos that are missing, all kinds of stuff. We're not getting no test. So again, when you have a policy set up that says if a product lands on your front porch, you're stuck with it. There's no exchange, no return. If you open it up, there's no return, there's no exchange. Then what are you going to do? Your daughter walks in front of there wearing a gray hoodie. Your son walks in front of a gray hoodie. You have a gray wall in your house, and you go, I wonder. Or what most people did, because watching the product match the network grade 773, his customers went out and bought the gray paint and put it against their own screen and found out it matched. You're saying it has a yellowish tone to it. When you make a statement like that, you basically encourage people to go out to see if they can see this yellowish tone. Because if I bought paint from you and you made that statement, I'm like, that's a yellowish tone. I got to see this for myself. I go right down to Home Depot and buy that stuff. Sherman-Williams, go pick it up. Go back home and paint it up and go, no, it's a freaking yellowish. What the frick is he talking about? There you go. You invite people, people will go in and do the same thing you do. Just like when we're outside doing demonstrations of our product, customers took screens right outside. Did demonstrations right outside. Go, this stuff works outside. They watched us paint up an entire wall, do demonstrations right next to windows. Somebody's like, I'll do the same thing too. They painted right up next to a wall. You had a customer basically painted a screen right next to a bunch of windows. So, again, we're going to begin the process getting everything set up for the new technology that'll be available shortly. We are finishing up the rest of our tests. I'm going to be plugging up the the long throw 1,000 lumen projector. We have to do a white level test, 1,000 lumen test. We have to get all that done because it does say that you can use the product at 1,000 lumens. We've been using the 27. We got the 1,000 lumen behind us, so we're going to get ready to set that up in the next demonstration. They just missed the boat, man. They missed the boat on so many levels. They do. You're so busy worrying about trying to topple us, and you're not thinking about your consumers, your customers. They deserve a good product. You have to do tests. I'll say that to I'm 100 years old, if I'm blessed to live that long. You got to do tests. You got to do tests. You have to do tests. Like I said, from what I'm saying right now, this is not going to anger a customer. No customer's going to get angry over what I just said. They want the test. They don't want to get ripped off. They're paying for it. A person is paying for someone to sit there and go, you know what, I don't care. There's no test. I'm looking forward to getting ripped off. Nobody. Let's go with, let me see. Starfield screensaver. Now, you should be able to do this for the person who did the Series C. We're not mentioning that person because he doesn't exist to us, but the other person who made the product. Let me explain something to you. Do you see the contrast levels that are pulling up? A black t-shirt has Infinity 1 contrast. Dynasty paint has Infinity 1 contrast level, right? But they can't see white light. When you do a gray screen this way, you have to show that your gray screen can do something that the other gray screens can't do. All gray paints can see white levels. All gray paints can pick up the same amount of color, but the problem is the contrast level. It's the hardest thing for a gray screen to read next to another gray screen. You have to show where yours is different. Does yours pull better color? Does yours pull better contrast levels? That's what you're going to have to be able to show. 4K screensaver, snow. See? That's what you have to prove. What makes your product different? So like I said, anything black in here, my cabinets, they can read Infinity 1 black level. They all can pick up the star field. But when I show this off, my screen's not going to come up gray. It's going to come up black because that's what it's designed to be. So we can read that star field. When your screen came up gray, that basically labeled your screen not as a black screen, but as a gray screen. Because even the fake black paint you had claiming to be a Phantom, our product at the day, was able to pick up a better star field than yours. That t-shirt right there will pick up a better star field. That Dynasty black paint will pick up a better star field. Easy, because they can read a black level. They can't read white levels. Now let me see. Get color levels with the dark lights off, and get some snow levels. Did that one already. It looks like Taco. Let me see. Hey, Taco. Yep. Consumer asks for test. Ask for test. Ask for test. You want to see test before the product was sold, and tell them you want a batch number guarantee. That's what you want. Now, gentlemen, those who do these faulty tests, batch number guarantee will require you to do tests, which means you'll be doing a black versus black or gray versus gray test. You'll be doing a white level test. You'll also be doing the paint down test, which will show how fast it takes your application to paint and dry on camera when you're doing this. Also, too, you'll be doing white level tests, too, on top of that, which means you can't depend on your ultra short the projector. You have to do swap outs back and forth. So you have to be able to change projectors at will. And you'll do it in a fully lit environment. Because now customers are expecting for people to do demonstrations just like us. And that's what we want. Because now this will push people who are making products to work even harder, to make better products for the consumer. See how that works at the end of the day? When we put those challenges out there, so the customers can see that and go, this is what I want, this is what I want to see in the screen paint. Good. So now when you go there and you ask for your product, if they can't get what you want, you come to us. That's how it works at the end of the day. It'll push them to work harder. If they want to make that dime, they want to make that coin at the end of the day, if they want a respectable company, they're going to have to roll up their sleeves and work for it. Gentlemen, the gravy train has been derailed. We've been derailing it for a long time. I'm going to continue to derail it. You will work for your product. You will work for the consumer. If you don't, then you'll just get canceled out, or you'll end up in court. You choose. I get tired of these fake products at the end of the day. I'm very passionate about my work at the end of the day. I'm very passionate. I love what I do for a living. My screens have to work. And take a profession that I love at the end of the day. This is my lifelong work. I'm doing this for years. And you turn around and you make a mockery of it because you want to make a fast buck. Well, that can go well for you. Your cancellations will sit at the bottom of my desk. I'm going to somebody today to get a book made. I'm dead serious. I'm not joking about that. I'm definitely getting a book made. I printed out the other ones that just came through. I'm getting a book made. For anyone we go against, anybody who basically backs down, you'll end up in that book. Your product has to work. If it doesn't work, don't sell it. Consumer does not have the right to be ripped off. It's interesting, we're supposed to be the scammers at the end of the day. We're the ones supposed to be pulling the smoke and mirrors, but we're the ones basically putting all the rules in place that they don't want to do. They make 100,000 excuses why they can't do their test. I'm gonna tell you something, gentlemen. I'm gonna get that batch number done. You know, I'm persistent. When I work at something, I'm persistent. I get it done. I don't care how many hours I got to put in. I don't care how much time I got to sacrifice. I will get it done. And I'm going to get a batch number verification that has to be mandatory done for all screen paints because it has to be done. Can't have people getting ripped off like that. The consumer has the right to get what they paid for. See those, like I said, my PC parts over there, I like to get what I pay for at the end of the day. When I buy my parts for my machine, I take the time to build my racks, put everything together. I buy my parts. I expect for my stuff to work. I expect for those machines to be tested. Those machines don't turn off. They stay on. So I expect for those machines to run perfectly with no problem. Another time for basically machines cutting off. You know what happens if the CPU on that machine over there, if that system stops running, you know what happens? It burns my machine out. So that machine is keeping, that liquid cooling system is keeping my PC, CPU nice and cool. That allows my machine to run, function nicely. But if that thing was faulty and they didn't do proper testing and they did the job that you guys, when it comes to your screen paints, I'm going to lose my computer. I trust that company that it's going to work. So that's the same way your consumers are trusting your screen paints at the end of the day. Since that thing's running, I'm going to buy me another one just like that. Actually, I'm planning to buy another one from both those companies. Were fantastic. I'm going to buy me buying my units from them, from these two companies right here, because yeah, fantastic. I've been running that thing for the last, I've been running for almost near a month. I've been running straight, not even turning it off. And this thing has been keeping the system nice and cool. So yeah, got what I paid for. I'm happy. And that's how customers should feel about their screen paints. They should have that 100% confident level it's going to work. You should have that 100% confident level. You know it's going to work. That's why it's important to do the testing. Don't get mad at me at the end of the day and say, hey, you know, it's not right. No, don't get mad at me. You're supposed to do the testing. Look at that. But the image pulls up. No, it doesn't. That's a dirty image. I see people doing this on their projectors like, look, I got an image to pull up. No, the image is dirty. It's supposed to be that color, not this color. Oopsie. Woo! I forgot my thing's not even sitting up there correctly. It's just sitting up right here. My t-shirt off of there. So yeah, that's coming up too dark. See right here and here? But you'll see somebody hit a black surface with a standalone, which means it'll be by itself, nothing to compare it to. And they go, look, it pulls up. It shows the image. When we see it, because professionals in the field of black technology, we'll go, that's dirty. Because your white levels are supposed to be there. Not there. So you have people on YouTube talking about, no, a black surface does the same thing in his product. No, that surface is dirty. Because I have a trained eye to see real black technology. See it right here? There you go. See? That's one of the demonstrations we're going to do. As a matter of fact, he gave me a fantastic idea, because one of the showrooms, we're going to have a curtain put down, and it's going to be flat, so there's no wrinkles in it. We're going to have it so it comes across. When a projector hits it, behind it's going to be our technology showing a white snowfield. But we're going to have it hit that, so people can look at it and go, wow, that looks good. But that's not what it really is supposed to look like. It's going to look like this when the curtains pull away. Yeah, that's how you sell a product. Thank you so much for that idea. I'm going to use it. Definitely going to use that idea. All right. So ultra short though test completed. We are going to now be going at the 1,000 lumen drop. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for your time. We thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessings with amazing technology. If it weren't for him, none of this would be possible. Gotta go, and God bless.